We're heading out to the new zoo where they have giraffes and snow leopards. Snow leopards enjoying the snow. Good morning, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, our giraffes are a little restless inside right now, too.
I bet they are.
But I'll tell you what, if you want to come out to the zoo and check out a real beautiful animal, is we have a pair of snow leopards here. Now, these snow leopards, they're endangered, and we have, when you think about zoos, right now there's 128 snow leopards in 58 AZA accredited zoos. And they're all part of an endangered species breeding program. There's probably about 5,000 left out in the wild, so it's real important that programs like this, that our two cats hopefully will produce a kitten this year. Really hoping that's going to happen. Really, when you look across the whole population, we're looking on an average about 13 that are produced annually. We need to get those numbers up to about 15 to 20 so that we can sustain that population for a good 100 years. So it's important that programs like this are successful. And the great thing is now these two cats have been together for 3 years. They get along fantastic, and we're hoping maybe this year, we're kind of getting into the breeding season, that things will work out for them. But you can just see how, I mean, they love it out here in the cold, and how well adapted they are to this cold temperatures. Just take a look at the tail. We talked about that earlier, they were inside, but you take a look at the tail. That tail is almost 40 inches long. And you see it's a little bit different than, some of the cats with the long tail. Though they have the longest tail in the cat family, the one thing with it, it's, like I say, real thick, a lot of fat within the tail. And that helps them, so when they're laying down, they'll wrap that around like a nice big scarf, a blanket,
cool.
and keep nice and warm. Yeah, in there you can take a look at, how dense their fur is. Even just on their underbelly, it's about 5 inches.
Well, in the summertime, they seem to do a lot of sleeping.
Yeah. Yes, they do. These guys are active. Normally, they'll get up and they'll active to about 10 in the morning. And then later in the afternoon, they'll get active again. And normally, even during the winter, it'll be the same type of activity pattern as well.
Oh, okay.
But you can see in this exhibit, now, these guys can run and jump, believe it or not, 45 feet in the air. So they can go quite a distance. They're really athletic. And, they're found, in the Himalaya mountains, and, up to almost the height of climbing Mount Everest. They're maybe about 2,000 feet below that. So they're built for that. We talked a little bit about, they've got the short nose and broad nose and really an extensive nasal cavity. And that's just to go ahead and take this cold air in, warm it up before it hits the lungs. One other interesting thing with these cats is most cats have yellow or gold eyes.
Yeah.
And these cats are the only cats that have either got a gray or a blue colored eye. So a little bit different than the other cats.
Mm-hmm. They really
are
beautiful.
Built for this. Yeah. Oh, and they're built for this warm weather. Now, it's interesting too is these cats will be out. Our lions will be out. They were out earlier, and they go back in. The only thing a little bit different with the lions, they're not really built for the weather, and they actually get chapped lips.
Oh, the lions do. So, do you have chapstick for them?
The lions do. Yeah, we're working on that right now. I did tell Jess, you get that chapstick? No, that's not going to happen.
And Neil, you mentioned the giraffes were inside. Is that because it's too cold, or because of the footing, because of the snow and the ice?
Actually, both. If it's below 45 degrees, and if we have snow or ice outside, we wouldn't be able to let them outside. But you can see them inside. And you get a chance to hand feed them, so that exhibit's still open. We got a nice big area indoors for them as well. But
awesome.
Hopefully things will warm up, and we'll be getting them outside maybe sometime soon in the spring.
All right. Thanks, Neil. Have a great day.
Sounds good.